Good morning. Today is the 9th of December, so it's the 9th day of Advent. I missed yesterday because I just woke up late and then was out of the house until past the sun was up, so I couldn't really record. So instead you're going to get two for the price of one today, and we're just going to catch up. So first up, before I do Advent, I'm just going to quickly show you what I've been doing knitting wise. So first up, I ripped back on my Vatsamama's brioche cowl. So it's back to a little bit. I liked the slip stitch pattern that was forming, but I didn't like the tension with this. I found it was kind of starting to pull it in. And so instead I thought I would just continue this and do it as a nice brioche cowl instead, and just use up all the yarn in a brioche. So this is now going to be a super simple cowl, and I'm not really going to mind too much. I have to say my absolute saving grace was the dental floss. It helped so much, just ripping it back to a point where I knew it was, and then picking it back up. It was so easy. So if you haven't used dental floss as a lifeline, do it, especially in brioche if you think you're going to have to rip back. The second thing I did is, after going to the Paramore, the birthday party that I went to on Tuesday night, I was thinking about it, and because it was Fleur's actual birthday and I just, I wanted to get her something. I didn't have time before, but I really was thinking about it, and I thought, I'm going to make her something because that's how I show love and that's what I'm really good at. So I would rather show someone love through what I'm good at. And I went into my stash and thought about what would she like, what have I got, and I found this one. So this is Saltwater Yarns and the colorway is Cowrie. And it is absolutely beautiful. It is a salty 8-ply, 100% superwash fine Australian merino, 100 grams, 250 meters. Recommended is 4mm needles, but I'm actually sizing up and using 5 because I'm going to be doing a cable beanie. So I wound it the other day while we were putting up the Christmas tree, and I have it cast on for a tubular cast on, and now I've just started working in the round, so I'm really excited just to see how this one grows. I think these are definitely Fleur's colours, and I'm really excited to see it done. I asked if I could take her out for coffee soon, so that's really exciting. I find making friends really hard. I'm sure most people actually feel the same because it's like an adult thing, and when you're young, it's just easy. Like, you go play monkey bars with someone and then they're your best friend. But when you're a little bit older, and I'm not even saying that I'm old yet, but just when you start to get a bit more, settled and stuff in your routine and your patterns, then it's hard to branch out and meet new people. And I don't have a lot of friends from primary school or even from high school. One of my best friends is from high school, but she actually bullied me. We worked on it. We figured it out. But yeah, I don't have a lot of friends. Like, I don't have a big friendship group from high school. And so I think for me, I've always seen, the movies and stuff of just like a big group of friends, and always wanted that, and then felt bad about myself because I couldn't do that, I couldn't make that, I couldn't find that, I didn't have that, whatever. And then I just kind of realized that that's not my style anyway. I'm really good with a few people, more one-on-one, and that's what I find more comfort in. So instead I just started turning my attention to focusing on the people around me and cultivating the friendships that I love, and being around people that light me up. And Fleur is just super exciting. So, and not in like a new shiny toy way, but just like, she's passionate, and I love passionate people. And so I figured I might reach out and take her for coffee and see if we can make a friendship. So I'll keep you updated on how that goes. But I do need to get this finished so that I can give it to her. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, 2 acquisitions and then I'll get into Advent, because why not? Let's just do it backwards today. I mean, technically they're acquisitions too, so it's not really doing it the wrong way. So, this plane. First up, I have a loom payment I have a loom mini skein shipment. I keep forgetting that I have ordered them, and it's just super exciting, and yeah, I'm loving it. So okay, so opening it up, I have Peace, the tea, spearmint, ashwagandha and hemp seed oil. We'll give that a go. Ooh, I love these colours. Again, I don't know what I'm going to make with them, but they're just so beautiful. So these are the minis. I hope that focused. And they are stunning. What I'm going to do, I think this might be the last one. This is the October. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe I've got a November. I don't know. I'm going to grab them all at some point, and I'm going to order them all, as in like put them into an order that makes sense for me, whether it is in the monthly order or whether it's just in a random order. I don't know, but I will do that. And I really, really, really want to make something with them. I think even like a big neutrals wrap. I'm really conscious that there's not a lot of mini skein designs out there. Like there's some, but there's a lot made for Advent, not a lot for just minis. And while I have my Advent scarves that I'm still writing up, I would like to have some minis as well. So like mini projects. Okay, and then the second one, and this has a bit of a story. So, and this is a bit of a rant. I believe I'm a good teacher. I've been told I'm a good teacher by my kids, and I think they're the ones who matters. I find it hard because essentially teachers are measured on KPI, and the key performance indicators, KPI, is often the grades, and I do find that difficult. I also find it difficult when kids, you know, hate my subject, or when they're going through stuff and they're 14 and they just take it out on everyone. I try really consciously to make sure that I am a safe person, that my class is a safe place. Now, I'm not it for everyone. I'm not it for everyone on YouTube. I'm not it for everyone in my classes. Like, it is what it is, and that's how it goes. But I do try, and I think that's the point. So, some of my students recently, they have had a bit of a loss in the family, and they are Indigenous to another country, and they can't get back because they're 13 and don't have money, and they're missing out on their cultural funeral traditions. And it's been breaking my heart watching them, because they're 13, 14 and dealing with heavy grief. And I'm so proud of how my kids have been handling it. To their credit, they have been so mature. And yes, they've cried, but I mean, the fact that they can cry and the fact they can be open about it, that's huge. That's strength and that's resilience, and I'm just so proud of them. I don't want to cry. It does seriously annoy me because some of the other teachers have not taken into consideration what is going on. And I've sent enough emails that I don't think ignorance is a fair excuse. And so some of my kids have been unfairly treated and I would say insulted for expressing grief. And I just don't think that's okay. So that is my personal opinion, and that's my personal issue. I don't really want to get into that too much because I don't want to mention names or I don't want to be rude. But it does really bother me when kids are going through deep stuff, and especially, I mean, kids go through stuff, that's the hallmark of kids, but my area is, I call it a high empathy area. There's a lot of more stuff that tends to go on just because of the area that we're in, and unfortunately my kids, they're just used to crap, and I don't think it needs to come from another safe place like work or like school. So I reached out and talked to a friend, and she's from that culture. And I said, hey, what do I do? And she was just like, look, in our culture, storytelling is one of the most important. So just let them talk. Let them talk. And I was like, awesome. In my culture, I wouldn't even say my family culture. I would say like more the culture I've created for myself, which is a weird way of doing it. but I tend to light candles for the deceased. I started doing this when I was 16. One of my best friends unfortunately passed away. She did take her own life, and that was really uncomfortable. And yeah, so I started having a candle procedure or practice where I would light a candle and I would think good things about her, and I would kind of, you know, send them off. I don't really know what I believe in the spirit world. I'm not really going to get into that, but I do believe that a candle is symbolic, and if at the very least we can do that. So when I was making my raffle, I got a candle from It Makes Perfect Sense or Dying to Knit, and it smelled, the scent was salt water and driftwood. And I think it smells like a really sexy man. So I said to the kids, I will get a candle. We can do we can have just not a ceremony, but we can have a moment where we just say good things. So we're gonna burn the candle in class today. Oh, I need to bring a lighter. I've got to remember that. And I don't smoke, although I sound like it today. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring this in for the kids, and we're just gonna have a grateful ceremony, I think is where we're at. So I reached out to Michelle of Dying to Knit, and I was like, hey, I've got a really weird request, and it's kind of time sensitive. And this was Wednesday. I was like, would you happen to have the candle that was really nice that you gave to me, and I think it had salt in it? And she was like, oh yeah, it's this one. And she goes, I've got one left. I was like, this is amazing. Can I please get it? She's like, yeah, no worries. I'm going to be at the markets on Saturday. I was like, I need it for Friday afternoon. So I pushed this poor woman. No, I didn't. She was so generous and so kind, and I'm so grateful to her. But she very generously sold me the candle for a discounted price, which was just so kind of her. And then I also was like, well, while I'm at it, I've been knitting on the merino silk singles, which is this one. I'm halfway through a row, which is always helpful. I'm starting to get somewhere, not a lot, but I'm starting to. These are 4mm needles, so they're quite small. And would you have any more? And she said, no, they're just the singles. And I was like, that's fine. What else have you got? So we got some more. So these three are merino silk yak. I'm trying to spy through to make sure that they focus. So yeah, these are merino silk yak, and they're a little bit warmer because they've got the yak in it, but it is still merino and silk, and the drape is going to be amazing. So I was thinking, what colour would go best with this? Now I don't quite have enough of this to make a full anything, it's 100 grams. But I was thinking if I pair these two together, that might be a really nice like summer top. And I would love to play with stripes or even a peplum. I don't know, just play with something, see what happens. So I think I'll do these two together because they look really happy, and that sheen is just so beautiful. And then I will be including, let me put this down so I don't lose it, because I will. I will be including these two in my giveaway. So a reminder that, by the way, this colour is natural, always a good colour. This colour is cerise, and this colour is rosetta. So cerise and rosetta are going to come in the giveaway. So reminder for the giveaway, let me put this down. Don't fall. I am doing a yearly accomplish along with me. My word for the year is accomplish, and I've made like a bingo card, and everything you do goes onto it. I would like you to be following me on YouTube, and maybe subscribed would be really nice, and on Instagram as well. Just that way I know that you're actually a fan of me and you're not just subscribing to get a giveaway, and you're not just doing it, entering to get a giveaway and then leaving. So I'd like it to be like that. And all you have to do, I have have I put it on? I haven't even put it on Instagram yet. I told you that I would. I haven't even done that. Silly me. I will be putting on Instagram the first 6 months of the year plus the yearly the yearly accomplish along, and then I will soon be putting up the second 6 months of the year and then the same yearly accomplish along. And for all of those that you do and then tag me in it on Instagram, you will go into the running. I did mention on here that I was not sure if I was going to do it in 1 giveaway or 2, and Lexi helped me figure it out. Thank you, Lexi. She helped me figure out that yes, 2 is more fun. So it will be 2, and we're going to do that. I also am in the process of working up my Advent scarves. They're not going to be done obviously by Advent because Advent is now, but I will be writing them up properly and hopefully working with a tech editor. I'm still in the process of that one too, mostly because I'm really embarrassed still. And then I've got some beautiful mini skeins. I've just like scraps and stuff to give away, so that'll be really fun as well. Okay, that is what I've got for acquisitions and sad stories, and now let's get into Advents. No, let's finish the row and then get into Advents. You know when you try and rush and then you can't rush? And you actually knit slower because you're trying to rush? Also, I've tangled it somehow. So now I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, Advent time. I don't even know what order I'm going to do these in. Let's just figure it out. I normally start with the steampunk. So, day 8 of Ash and Eve steampunk. Alright, we have another tweed. Oh man, I love these tweeds. I said on the comments, did I say it to Lexi? I said it to someone in the comments that I'm thinking of dividing this in half and doing a tweed only one for me because I love tweed so much. So I've got this beautiful orangey tweed, and this one is called Copper. So this one is Copper, and then it came with a button, like a steampunk resin button. Pretty cool. Day 8 from Woolen Works. Another beautiful, friendly, bright green. That'll go there. That's such a happy colour. So Daffodil Road gave a extra for, I think it's day 8. It was behind day 8, so I'm assuming. So today's colour is Boysenberry, which is moving into this beautiful purples. And I got the most beautiful stitch markers. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They are stunning. Oh my goodness. So these are by markmystitches.etsy.com. Oh, love these so much. Day 8 from the Wanderlust. 2022 from Olivia and Oliver. This is Marble Caves. These caves are found around Lake General Carrera in southern Chile and were formed more than 6,000 years ago through water erosion. They are also known as the Marble Cathedral because of how complex they are. They are beautiful, and this is such a perfect example of that picture. And Circus Tonic Handmade. This is a really variegated, really fun one. That's quite beautiful. That's really nice. I'm going to have to move this because this is not very stable and it keeps pulling, and I'm going to end up clocked in the head by eucalyptus. Alright, I'm going to do day 8 and 9 of the Firefly Notes stitch marker calendar, and then I'll do day 8 and 9 at the end of the botanical one so we can see that fade. Cute. Day 8 is a little jumper being knitted on needles, and day 9 is a thong. We call them thongs, not flip-flops. This is very Australian for summer. It's perfect. I love that. Alright, let's go back the other way. Day 9 of Circus Tonic Handmade. That's a really pretty brown orange kind of tonal. It reminds me of like teddy bears. I'll put it with its friend. Let's try to remember what order it is. Olivia and Oliver fibers. So this is like a really nice, just simple colour. This is Malta. Malta is a small island located in the Mediterranean Sea that has been inhabited since approximately 5,900 BCE. It is one of the, come on, focus please. It is one of the world's smallest countries and is ranked 204 out of 236 and has about 3 times more tourists than residents. I knew a few people growing up who were Maltese and they always talk about it a lot. They pronounce it Maltese, so that's how I pronounce it, because I just follow what they do, because I'm not going to sit there and argue with how they pronounce their country. Day 9 for Daffodil Road is Juneberry. I love that we're moving into these purples. I'm excited to see blueberry. I love blueberries. Another beautiful rainbow set from Chloe of Woollenworks. By the way, if you haven't, I mean, I talk about Chloe pretty much every podcast, like, let's be honest, I love her. She is talking on her Instagram, she's showing these up, and she's talking about the why behind what she's chosen, and I just find it so interesting. So if you're curious, definitely go check this out. Ash and Eve Designs. This is the steampunk. This is their, I don't know what base, regular base. And this one is called Gold. Gold? Gold. Oh, it's so pretty. Like a little kid, I get so excited. I was right. It was another fade. So this was day 7, and then day 8, and day 9. So I just, yay! It's so pretty! Okay, so I'm about to go to work and hope that my voice lasts. I'm actually going to take a photo with one of my classes. And so I'm trying to look nice. I've got the makeup on, just the eyebrows and the eyelashes. And I'm really excited. This year has just been a whirlwind and probably one of the best years of teaching. One of the hardest, as always, but one of the best. And I just want it on record that I freaking love my job. And my kids are freaking amazing. So I'm gonna go do work and probably end up knitting in class because we're in the last week and the kids are going to pretend like they're not playing Drift Boss when we all know that they are. I will see you a little bit later. I don't know if I'll have any time to record tonight. I am going out for dinner and then we'll see what happens. Can't remember what I'm doing tomorrow, but if it is something fun, I will definitely show you, and we've got advents. So I will see you at some point in the next 2 days. Bye.